box top that I showed you earlier, the cigar box top that I showed you guys earlier. I'm almost finished with it, but I wanted to show you. Some people want to know what the what photo engraving, what it was all about. So I got three pieces. These are three of my favorite pieces I've ever done. I have more. These are actually floor tile. So this is on, that is ceramic tile. Charlie Daniels. The story behind this one. Charlie Daniels actually signed this one to me. I did it. I did his 80th birthday present. This is actually one of the ones I did, and you look really close. I mean, you can see the detail in this thing. There's, I mean, I don't know how good the video is, but it's super, super detailed. I mean, this right here, the story behind this one is, this is just regular. Like I said, this is just a regular ceramic tile that I bought from Lowe's and painted it black, and we did this awesome engraving. I mean, if you look at the detail in this thing, it's awesome. But yes, Mr. Charlie did autograph this one and personalize it to me. It's 12 by 12 inch tile. The story behind this, let me adjust this. The story behind it is a photographer contacted me a few years ago, and it was Mr. Charlie's 80th birthday, and asked me, would I be willing to do a photo engraving of Charlie, Mr. Charlie, his wife, and their godchild. And I was like, yeah, I mean, who says no to that? I mean, I started to say no to it because I'm like, oh man, if I screw this up, you know, anytime you do a piece like this for somebody like Charlie Daniels, you really want to get it right. So I did it, and she asked me how much it was going to cost. And I said, I'll tell you what, if I get this thing right and I do it right, if I send you two, actually I sent her more than two, I sent her four. Would Mr. Charlie be willing to autograph one and send it back? If he'd be willing to autograph these other pieces that I send it back for my collection, I would take that in lieu of payment. And she said, absolutely, no problem. And sure enough, a couple weeks later, I got a phone call saying that the tiles are on the way, and Mr. Charlie autographed them for you. Then the other ones were actually this size, and I actually gifted the other ones to two people that I think a lot of, that I used to work with. I gifted two of those, so they actually have the only other two engraved ceramic pieces signed by Charlie Daniels. So this is another piece we did. This is one of the first celebrities we ever worked with. This was Sawyer Fredericks. This is Mr. Sawyer Fredericks. He autographed this in Atlanta for us. We were his guest at an event that he did. I can't remember the name of the place. Kelly, what was the name of the place we met Charlie Daniel? I mean, not met Sawyer Fredericks. She's in the back. She can't hear. Anyway, so this is another piece we did. It was an album cover. You can see it's ceramic tile. Just ceramic tile. It's Italian tile. We did some of these and gave them to Sawyer. This was his, I think this is his first album cover, A Good Storm. Cool guy. Won The Voice. So this is another one and that we've done. This is one that means a lot to us because of our relationship with Brantley Gilbert and the stuff we're able to do for Brantley. This is awesome. This right here is one we did. Brantley, it's one of his photos, a photo we got of Brantley, and he autographed this in, where were we at? I'm trying to think. This one was in Augusta, I think. This was when we were his guest in Augusta, Georgia, and Brantley autographed this one for us at a backstage. It was really cool. So for those of you who are wondering what laser engraving is and what it did, how well it can be done, how good it can be, this is it. And like I said, that's just tile. So I have my little wall of fame. That's the people that famous people that I've had the privilege and pleasure to make stuff for. It's just really cool to be able to do stuff like this. I mean, these things, it is what it is. These things are awesome. So if you have a laser engraver, look into doing stuff like this, because these make great gifts. I mean, they're great gifts to give somebody. Personalized. It does take some work to kind of figure out and get all the settings right and all the photography. There's a lot of things that go into it to be able to get super high detail stuff, but once you get it, it's really cool. It's really awesome to do. But anyway, look at that, man. I mean, Charlie Daniels, guys, come on. I love that. That's a very cool man right there. It's a very cool man right there. Love Charlie Daniels. Anyway, that's part two. I've almost finished working over the top of the cigar box, so I'll have that video up here shortly. I want to get that thing out because I'm really hoping I can get this thing perfect. Hang on, I got somebody tapping on me down here. What do you want? Yeah, I see it. Okay, I got a midget over here. Come here. Yeah, I got this over here. Just say hey. Hey. Anyway, so I got a bounce. I can't believe I still got this thing in my ear. I forgot to take it out. Anyway, coming soon. Cigar box top. We'll see what it looks like. Fingers crossed, y'all. Give